Hierve el Agua. At first glance, this looks like a giant waterfall frozen in time. What you are seeing is not frozen water. It is rock. These spectacular formations are known as the Petrified Waterfalls of Hierve el Agua. But they were not created when an ancient waterfall suddenly turned to stone. Instead, they were slowly built by mineral-rich spring water. The process begins underground. Rainwater seeps through fractures in the surrounding rocks and interacts with carbon dioxide and carbonate-bearing minerals. During this journey, the groundwater becomes enriched with dissolved calcium and bicarbonate. Eventually, the water returns to the surface through natural springs. And this is where the geology becomes especially interesting. As the spring water reaches the open air, pressure decreases and some of the dissolved carbon dioxide escapes. This chemical change causes calcium carbonate to precipitate from the water. Only a tiny amount of mineral is deposited at a time. But the process happens again and again. Layer after layer gradually accumulates. Over very long periods of time, these thin deposits grow into massive formations of travertine. As water repeatedly flowed toward the edge of the cliffs, the mineral deposits follow the same pathways. The result is a series of long white and cream-colored rock curtains that look almost exactly like water cascading down the mountain. This is why Hierve el Agua is often called a petrified waterfall. But geologically, it is better described as a giant waterfall-shaped travertine formation. There are two main formations at Hierve el Agua. The larger one reaches approximately 30 meters in height, while the smaller formation is around 12 meters high. At the top of the cliffs, mineral-rich springs also feed pools and travertine surfaces. And the geological process has not completely stopped. Where the spring water continues to flow, new calcium carbonate can still be deposited today. The name Hierve el Agua means the water boils. But the springs are not actually boiling. Gas bubbles rising through the water can create a bubbling appearance, which helped give the site its unusual name. Hierve el Agua shows how something as simple as flowing water can become a powerful geological force. A single drop leaves almost nothing behind, but thousands of years of mineral deposition can transform an entire cliff. What looks like a frozen waterfall is actually something even more remarkable, a waterfall-shaped landscape built, layer by water itself.